Hey everybody, welcome to Enliven Wellness. This is Tessa Gurley and I'm really excited to be here. And I just wanted to do this isn't going to be like as awesome of a setup today because I'm impromptu. I've just been hiking at this amazing park behind me. It's so great. So first of all, thank you to all my subscribers and thank you to all of my viewers and all my one-on-one clients, everybody who's out there in this world, this Enliveners world that we're building. Super excited about it. And anyway, oh yes, join me live for YouTube Live every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and make sure you click the little bell button next to subscribe so that you can get notifications when I go live. Now, quick thing, I'm not getting notifications when people comment on my videos. I don't know what that's about. And I've been looking it up on YouTube and a bunch of different channel people are like having the same issue and we can't figure out what's going on. So I'm doing my best keeping up with comments, but if I'm not getting to your comments, that's why. So anyway, what am I talking about today? How I'm healing B12 deficiency naturally. And I have proof of this now because I recently just got back some blood results, which is really exciting. So vitamin B12 deficiency is a big deal and it affects a lot of people. Now, why is that? Why are you B12 deficient is question number one. Like always you guys question these tests that you get like, so but why? You know, like, because a lot of these doctors and people out there, nothing against the doctors, it's just the traditional community. They're like, you've got this reading in your blood, and then you go like, well, why? And then they're like, not really sure. You know what I mean? And then, you know, for me, I was diagnosed with B12 deficiency pretty severe about 5 years ago. And this is on your blood tests. You can get something called a CBC, and you'll look at what's called the MCV, mean corpuscle volume. Okay, your MCV, if it's above, generally it's like, they have different readings, of course, for different places, but if it's above 98, you've got something called macrocytic anemia. That was me, okay? And this is a really big indicator of, you know, B12, folate, or B6 deficiency, basically like B vitamin deficiency, because folate is a B vitamin, by the way. So it's basically either folate, you know, B6 or B12 deficiency. And my MCV's level just kept going up. Now, I went to traditional people, I also went to naturopaths, I went to a ton of different people, and I was taking 15,000 milligrams of B12 a day. I was also taking 100 milligrams of B12 a day. Whoa, 15,000, but 15 grams of B12. Yes, 15 grams. I was taking folate. I was taking B6. I was taking B complexes. Keep in mind, though, you guys, they were all synthetic. What was the common thread? They were all synthetic supplements. And now, again, you can't argue the variables here. I was taking the kind that was right for my genetic type. I was using the purest of the pure. I was doing it in the proper way, sublingually. You can also do it intravenously, but sublingually, they've shown in studies, is equal to the intravenous method. So I was taking care of the variables that could potentially have been a problem here. And my MCV kept going up. It got up to 104. And I was like what, right? And even when I was like working on digestion, because, little side note, B vitamin deficiency is a problem with your digestion and your gut, which is what we always work on in one-on-one sessions here at Enliven. It's like one of my main focuses. So if you're ever looking for more guidance on how to do that, email me down below and we can get you set up. I do 20 to 30 minute free phone consultations to see if you want to work with me. I feel like that's fair. You can get to know my approach. Anyway, so my MCV kept going up and I'm like, what's going on? And I'm asking my naturopath, I'm asking my doctor, you know, my regular physician, and I'm like, you know, what's going on. And then I finally, you know, in December, and if you've been following me for a long time, you know that I switched to all natural. I mean food, I mean food-based, like I call them compounds now. And dun 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 dun, I went in. See, I'm breathing better because of this as well, and it's just like, it's such a blessing. Like my nervous system is working better, and you know, mood is better, and it's just amazing. But I switched to only food and food-based compounds to help bring my MCV down to 100. So it's progress for the first time in 5 years, which is amazing. So I'm really excited. So now you're probably wondering, like, how does she do this? All right, first thing, get off your synthetic supplements, guys. It is not working. It's not working. Watch my videos on the topic about why your supplements are killing you. Really, I've done a ton of research on this. It's an area that I continue to do research on because I care about you all and I only want the best information for you. So another thing to do, thing number 2, this is a kicker, and I know a lot of you are going to be like, she is cray cray, but it is not. It's actually how they treated B vitamin deficiency before synthetic supplements in the 1920s and 30s. All right, this is actually how they treated it. Raw liver. Yummy. I know, it sounds weird, and it took a lot for me to actually do this because, guys, I'm a yoga practitioner. Okay, I pray over my meat. You know, my dad was a hunter, so I have deep reverence for the animal kingdom, like deep reverence and love. Right now I need raw animal proteins. So it's not just raw liver, but raw liver is number 1. Now, a couple of precautions that you can take: make sure it's been frozen, okay, for 14 days. That kills parasites. Like, that's according to the FDA standards. All right, so that's what kills parasites, is 14 days frozen. All right, what I do is I take food-grade hydrogen peroxide and I spray it down, and then I rinse it in filtered water just in case there's bacteria that have grown on it. Okay, food-grade hydrogen peroxide has been shown to kill Salmonella and E. coli in particular, and like it obliterates everything else. So, but I only, like it, guys, at this point I exclusively do raw protein. All my proteins, yes eggs, yes raw liver, yes fish, are raw. And I know this is a really controversial recommendation, but there is a lot of scientific backing behind it. I'll make another video about raw meat later, but I can tell you the following. It makes me feel energized. My digestion is insanely improved. I don't feel brain fog. All these histamine reactions people talk about, gone. Gone. I did a little experiment last week and I tried some barely cooked eggs, had the whole reaction process, and I was like, aha, so, you know, and so then I went all the way back to raw, no problem. I know it's controversial. If you need any more, you know, information about that, please feel free to email me. Look up Augenis Vonderplanets, look up Weston Price. All of these people, look at all the indigenous cultures before us, they've all eaten raw animal products. So that's thing number 2. Thing number 1, come off the BS. Thing number 2, raw animal proteins. Thing number 3 is obviously improve your digestion. Now, I have a certain protocol that I do with my clients to help heal digestive issues. I can't say heal, to help with digestive issues. Sorry, FDA regulations, I can't say heal. But to help with digestive issues, and I go through and we do a gentle detoxification and cleanse. Gentle. I don't believe in heavy detoxes anymore. And we do that with a couple different compounds. And then we come in with a pretty, you know, it's a specific diet, but it's meant to help all your symptoms, not just digestion, but all your symptoms. And you have to be pretty good about this. And then we come back in with very targeted strains of probiotics from the best companies the best strains that I have found work for people that don't cause issues. And then we start doing what I like to call microdose of fermentation. And that is it's a very slow process, but you need to get your body used to fermented foods again. And it does take time, but there's a whole process around that. Again, if you want to be coached in that direction, email me down below. I love this kind of work, so please do reach out if you'd like. But you need to improve your digestion. Why? Because that's where, B vitamins are absorbed. They can also be absorbed sublingually. So until you get your digestion better, my suggestion would be, yes, eat raw liver and hold it in your mouth for a long time. Yeah. And there's other ways that you can eat those raw liver things, by the way. You can actually blend them and make them into a sauce. Like blend the raw liver, make it into a sauce, eat that. Okay, you can also freeze the ice cubes. I've heard of people doing that and then taking the ice cubes every day. You can do that. Raw salmon is great to start with. Raw eggs are amazing. I know, weird. I've got all kinds of recipes for these things too. It's great. And shout out to Jim. He knows about this. More power to him. He's actually doing it. Anyway, really stoked. And also Mike. Mike also eats raw meat, and so this is awesome, my dudes. And anyone else who's willing to try it, seriously, it's amazing. So we've got thing number 1, come off synthetic supplements. 2, go to raw animal proteins, especially raw liver. Raw liver, at least 2 times per week. All right? Improve your digestion. Also, you can include things like sprouts. Broccoli sprouts are the best. That also helps with enzyme production and digestion. Okay? And then thing number 5, well, it's kind of like 4 or 5, is I really, really like food-based, if you need food-based B complex. And I like Synergy Company. I'm not endorsed by them by any means. This is just me liking their thing. And yeah, so you can use a food-based Synergy complex, but that's not gonna fix it, because I was on that too before, and it wasn't fixing it. So that is, that's kind of the rundown of how I have improved my B12 and B complex deficiency. I feel amazing, so much better, like so much better. Okay, and this is my video for the week. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope this was informative. As always, take me up on that free consult if you'd like, 20 to 30 minutes. We get to know each other. You get to see if you'd like my coaching and you'd like to work together. And you also want to feel better. Like if you want to feel better and you want to learn how, if you've got this mystery going on about like, why am I B12? Why is my B vitamins always wonky? Let's solve it. Let's solve it together. All right. In the meantime, so much love to all of you. I hope you're having a beautiful Labor Day weekend. I sure am. I don't know. Look at this. It's beautiful around here, right? Thanks so much. I love you so much, and there's always hope.